Hey guys, so I've got another video for you guys, and it is my May book haul. So these are all the books that I've bought in May, all the physical books anyway. I bought 3 ebooks on my iPad. I didn't buy them, they were free. But yeah, I'm not really gonna get into them, but I'll show you the physical books that I bought in May. And so this one is Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. And I haven't read the Infernal Devices series yet, so I just ordered the first book and it came in the mail. Picked it up at my apartment office yesterday. And funny story about this book, actually. When I got the package, I brought it back home and I tried to open it up, and stupid box would not open. I had a hard time opening up the box. So I got one of my scissors and started trying to rip open the box with my scissors. Well, I finally got the box open, but unfortunately, I sort of injured my book cover in the process. So if you can see, the cover of Clockwork Angel has like these holes right there from where my scissor accidentally stabbed it when I was opening the box. But yeah, kind of sad about that, but anyway. So I got that yesterday, and I don't have the cover on the book because I started reading it yesterday. I've only read the prologue so far, so I'm not that far into it, but yeah. So the next book that I got to show you guys is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. And I think I've mentioned in one of my previous videos that I wanted to reread all of the Harry Potter books this year. And I didn't own any of, well, I owned the 7th book, the last one, but I sort of lost it with all the moving that I've done since high school. I sort of lost track of that book. But I never had any of the other books. I've always read it from the library. And so I decided this year I want my own copy. I want to own my own copies. So that was another book that I bought. And so I have 3 of them now. Still have to get the last 4. And so next book I'm going to show you guys is 13 Reasons Why by J. Asher. And this book, I can't remember if they're making it into a movie or not. I think I heard something about it becoming a movie, but I'm not entirely sure. But basically this book, the main character, I think, is Clay Jensen, and he gets these tapes from a girl named Hannah who has died. She committed suicide, and he has these tapes that he starts listening to, and it's basically her saying why she killed herself and how he's responsible for her death. And so, I don't know, it sounded kind of interesting. And if they do make it into a movie, I definitely want to read it before the movie comes out. So, yeah, and I've seen it in Barnes & Noble all the time whenever I'm in there. And I'm always like, I'm going to get it someday, like eventually. I'll get it soon. And I finally got it. So, yeah. My next book that I got This book I got for Mermaid May, which, if you don't know what that is, Elizabeth from Lizzie Books, and I think also Ariel Bissett was going to do this, where they read a couple of mermaid books in May, in the month of May, and so it's called Mermaid May. And so I got this book, Fathomless by Jackson Pierce, and I read it in May. I'll talk about it in my wrap-up, but basically it says it's supposed to be like a modern retelling of Little Mermaid, but I didn't really get that vibe from it. But I'll just read what it says on the inside cover, because this book, I don't know the best way to explain this book, so I'll just read what it says. Lo doesn't know who she is or who she was. Once a human, she is now almost entirely a creature of the sea, a nymph, an ocean girl, a mermaid, all terms too pretty for the soulless monster she knows she's becoming. Celia has always felt out of place, the third wheel in a set of triplets bound together by their special abilities. Anne can see the future, and Jane can see the present, but all Celia can see is the past, hardly a mystery to most, till Celia meets Lo. When a handsome boy named Jude falls off a pier and into the ocean, Celia and Lo work together to rescue him from the waves. The two form a friendship, but soon find themselves competing for Jude's affection. Lo wants more than that, though. According to the Ocean Girls, there's only one way for Lo to earn back her humanity. She must persuade a mortal to love her and steal his soul. So, yeah, that's pretty much what the book is about. I thought it was an okay book. I didn't love it, but yeah, it was okay. I'll talk a little bit more about it in my wrap-up video. So the next book that I bought, and this one I bought for the Bookbusters read-along. So I'm forgetting who runs the group now. There's a group of booktubers who run it, and it's a group on Goodreads called Bookbusters. It's just a bunch of us reading along the same book and talking about it. And so this book for this month, the book of the month they picked was To All the Boys I Loved Before by Jenny Han. So I bought this one for the Bookbusters read-along, and I did a review of this book, so if you're interested in seeing that review, I will leave a link to that video down below. And then this next book that I also got, I got this one as part of the Judge a Book by Its Cover challenge that Kelly from Kelly's Bookspell started. And basically, you pick a book based solely on its cover without knowing the synopsis or without knowing anything about the book. And you can't look it up on Goodreads or YouTube or any of that. And you basically pick a book from the cover and read it and basically see if it's as good as the cover portrays or not. And so I did a review on this book as well. and it's Sleep No More by April Lynn Pike. So this is the book I bought this month for the Judge a Book by Its Cover challenge. We'll see what I get next month. There's been some interesting covers out there, so yeah. But I did a review on this book as well, so I will leave that link down below as well. So this last book that I bought in May, so I bought the first book a while ago, maybe a few weeks ago. I bought the first book, and I really loved it. And I was like, I have to read the second one right away. I need to read it now. And so I went on Barnes & Noble. No, maybe it was Amazon. I don't remember. But I went online and I ordered the second book because I had to find out what happened. So it leaves on such a cliffhanger. And that is The Evolution of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. And this book is so amazing. The first one, The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer, pretty much, Mara wakes up after this accident and has no memory of anything that's happened. Now she's having nightmares and hallucinations. She doesn't know what's real, what's not. And something major happens at the end of the first book, and it leaves you off on a major cliffhanger. Well, the second book, this one, which I won't tell you what it's about because it'll spoil what the end was in the first book. But this one picks up right where the first one leaves off. And this book was amazing. Like, I loved The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer, but The Evolution of Mara Dyer is like 100 times better, and it is now one of my favorite books. So I have been recommending this series to everyone I know. I've recommended to my best friend, and she's read both of them now, and she's hooked onto the series as well. And I just cannot say enough about this series. I'm absolutely in love with them, and I definitely recommend them to anyone and everyone. And yeah, it's just such a great book. I cannot wait for the third book, which is The Retribution of Mara Dyer, which I believe comes out this fall in November. It was supposed to come out last year, but it never did, which, after reading the first two books, I'm kind of like, darn, I wish it had come out last year when it was scheduled, because then I could just get the third book and read it right away. But now I have to wait till November, and it's driving me crazy. But yeah, this was the other book that I bought this month. So yeah, those are all of the physical books that I bought this month. Like I said before, I bought 3 ebooks. Well, not bought. I keep wanting to say bought, but they were free, so I didn't buy them. But I don't really feel like getting into those books right now. And plus, my time on my iPad thing is almost up. And so it's going to cut me off soon, and I don't feel like shooting a separate video for just those 3 books. But if you want to know what those books are, just leave me a comment down below and I'll respond and tell you what they are. But yeah, that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys have bought this month or in May, what books you've read, what books you've bought. If you've read any of these books, Let me know what you thought about them, and I will see you next time for another video. Bye!